Directed by and starring Sylvester Stallone, The Expendables is a star-studded action film that combines the explosive, no-holds-barred energy of the 80s with the larger-than-life personas of some of Hollywood's most famous action heroes. The film is an all-out homage to the action-packed cinema of that era, boasting a lineup that includes Stallone, Jason Statham, Jet Li, Dolph Lundgren, and appearances by Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bruce Willis. But does it deliver on the promise of nostalgia and excitement? Or is it simply a cash grab for fans of classic action? The defining feature of The Expendables is its unapologetic throwback to the 80s action style. The film is packed with practical, gritty action sequences, gunfights, explosions, hand-to-hand combat, executed with a brutal, no-frills approach. The choreography is straightforward but intense, bringing back memories of the action stars that defined the era. The reliance on practical effects, instead of CGI-heavy spectacle, gives the film a raw, grounded feeling that will appeal to fans of older action films. Stallone and his team don't hold back, with the action sequences constantly ramping up to keep things exciting. For viewers who enjoy their action with a side of nostalgia, this is a non-stop thrill ride. The villain of The Expendables, James Monroe, played by Eric Roberts, is unfortunately one of the film's weaker aspects. Monroe is your typical power-hungry dictator with little in the way of complexity or nuance. His motivations are as basic as they come. He wants to retain control of a small island and its resources, and he's willing to eliminate anyone who gets in his way. While Roberts gives a solid performance, the lack of a compelling villain leaves the story feeling somewhat predictable and generic. The plot itself follows a familiar mercenary formula. A group of tough-as-nails soldiers for hire are tasked with overthrowing a dictator, but things get complicated, leading to a series of action-packed confrontations. There's nothing particularly groundbreaking in the narrative, but the film isn't focused on storytelling. It's all about the explosive spectacle. The performances are largely in line with what you'd expect from such a cast. Stallone leads the charge as Barney Ross, a battle-hardened mercenary, delivering his trademark toughness without missing a beat. Jason Statham plays Lee Christmas, the loyal second-in-command, providing some of the film's more emotional beats amidst the carnage. Jet Li, while underutilized, showcases his martial arts prowess, and Dolph Lundgren chews the scenery as the unstable Gunnar Jensen. The appearances by Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bruce Willis, though brief, add a fun layer of fan service that is sure to delight audiences who grew up with these stars. The performances don't demand much range from the cast. Everyone plays to their strengths, delivering exactly what action fans want: tough, no-nonsense characters. Despite its many strengths, The Expendables isn't without its flaws. The most glaring issue is the lack of depth in its characters. While Stallone and the rest of the cast bring their signature personas to the screen, the film doesn't explore their backstories or motivations in much detail, making them feel somewhat one-dimensional. The film also suffers from a lack of a memorable antagonist. Monroe doesn't leave much of an impression, and his motivations are paper-thin. While the action is great, there are moments when the pacing drags a bit, particularly in the slower segments between the big set pieces. These moments can feel like unnecessary filler, especially for viewers who are here for the explosions and fight sequences. The Expendables comes across as a nostalgic blast of fun. It's designed for fans of 80s action films, and it delivers exactly what it promises: action, camaraderie, and tough guy heroism. While it doesn't offer much in terms of character depth or a gripping plot, the sheer star power and relentless action make it a highly entertaining ride. It's not a film that asks for too much from the audience, other than to sit back and enjoy the mayhem, and for the most part, it succeeds in that. It doesn't strive to be a masterpiece of cinema, but rather a celebration of the action genre's golden age. My final overall rating for Expendables, 6 out of 10.